Hey, today I'm going to show you a quick hack how to find low-hanging fruit, low-hanging keyword ideas for your e-commerce store. So you would be interested in this, or person who could benefit from this idea or from this tutorial is like, let's say that you have an e-commerce store selling supplements and you were selling protein powder, for example. It's just an easy example because everyone knows what it is. And good to relate with someone trying to sell protein powder. Probably you have thought about it in the past yourself. And also, like, you probably also wondered that it may be too competitive, although it is super lucrative. Like, if you look here, there's like over 400,000 searches per month in the United States for the keyword protein powder. Plus, it has almost over a million variations of people are trying to look for it. Anyways, point is that if you're selling protein powder and you want to rank organically, you see here, Ahrefs tells me that it's a keyword difficulty of 50 from a scale of 0 to 100. And this logarithmic scale means that it's increasingly harder as the score gets higher. So 50 is a super difficult score. And if we scroll down, just look at the top 10. So who are the top 10 sites ranking currently for the keyword protein powder? We have Amazon here with 63 domains linking to it. So 63 domains, and given Amazon's DR domain strength, like you like, even if you don't know what DR means, domain strength means, a 96, that's quite close to 100, which is the max. And you could guess how strong Amazon is. It's been around for 30 years and everyone knows about Amazon. So that's a super strong domain. Also, we have NYMAC here, which is a DR of 90, super strong as well, with over 100 referring domains. By the way, one referring domain on average costs around $200 to $300 to build. So if they have like 100 referring domains, at least that's like $20,000 that's invested into backlinks. I'm not saying they have built this intentionally, but that's how many you would need to build to beat them. Plus, you would have to build more because your DR is not a 90. That's a longer topic. I'm not going to go into that. On the third position, we have bodybuilding, GNC, also a massive brand, myprotein.com, a massive brand, health.harvard.edu. I'm not going to get into that. Walmart here, a DR of 91, and Orgain, which is also a massive brand in the United States. They're getting a lot of traffic, but in order to beat them, good luck. I would estimate that you would need hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest into SEO to be able to rank for that term. So what should you do then? Should you change niches? Should you like not invest into SEO at all or not do SEO at all to your protein powder business, protein powder e-commerce store? And I'd say no, of course. But my point is how to go around is to look for what are the easy ways in, like what are the low-hanging fruit, or like if these guys are Goliaths and you're the David, so what's the Goliath's Achilles heel? Like what's their weak spot? And where are the gaps? And in order to do that, Ahrefs has a cool feature. And by the way, if you now if you like sad about like me mentioning Ahrefs and showing Ahrefs, and you're thinking that it's $100 a month, I don't want to invest into that. Yeah, you might think that, and you might be right. But my point here is that if you already have an e-commerce store, if you're thinking about launching one, then the $100 a month investment, this is going to pay off massively. And I'm not affiliated with Ahrefs. I'm just using it for our own agency. This is a necessary evil there, and I do recommend it for your own sake as well. If you're trying to do SEO for yourself, you almost have to use it, because otherwise you will be in the dark. So this is a necessary evil that you. But anyways, and also like investing to 100, like just have it for a month, do the research, and then pause or cancel the subscription, and then do the work. But my point here is that if you go to Ahrefs Keyword Explorer and you type in like a broad category keyword, like in this case protein, what Ahrefs allows you to do, I think this feature has been around for the last 6 months, is that you could come here and add like the lowest TR filter. And what it does is that it will only show the keyword. Like if I remove it, it shows me almost 600,000 keywords. But if I add like a lowest TR, it only shows me the keywords where there is a site with a TR of up to 10 ranking in the top 5. So there is a small website ranking in the top 5. And that's a strong indication of this keyword being quite easy to rank. So, and you can even like make it like PP, like TR up to 5 or something if you want. I just chose 10. And what you can do here, like once you get the list, so this filtered the list down from over almost 600,000 keywords to 12,000 keywords, and it's sorted based on the search volume. And what you can do from here is look through the keywords and try to find some keywords for either blog content ideas or for category page ideas. And what I mean here is that like if it's too hard to rank for the keyword protein powder, what you could do instead is try to look for some smaller categories that could be product ideas or category ideas of different types of protein products that you could also maybe sell. Like if you have a sourcer or someone producing the protein powder for you, probably they are also selling other types of protein products, or you could find another provider. Or if you're producing these products by yourself, you could maybe think about producing these things yourself, because if there's like this method can show you keywords that have a lot of search volume and a low competition. So if you were to create that product, then you could start selling them with organic traffic, start selling to people that are searching for these products. And or another way is that like you might find some keyword ideas here where you could create blog articles that would then, and then if you have a blog article, people find it because there's low competition. Your site has high odds of ranking for that term in the top 3, maybe in the first position. People find the article, they read it, you provide valuable information to them, and then you recommend your own products from there. So you could get, this is like a workaround to get traffic to your products and to get people to buy your products, even if the niche is super difficult. Just a quick example, like I see here, like there's the keyword protein shake recipes, and it has 17,000 searches per month internationally and almost 10,000 in the United States. Yes, the keyword difficulty shows a 17, but if I press this button here, it will show me the top 10 right now. So I see that on the first position, I have this milesfit.com here, a DR5. So a really small website ranking in the first position, getting almost 7,000 searches. And they have 31 protein shake recipes. And if I'm trying to quickly understand why they're ranking so well, what it appears is that all the others here, they also have recipes, but they don't have as many, or they don't have that, the pages that the others have are not as good as MileSpeed has. So there isn't that much competition, and you don't need to have that high of a DR, but with just really good content, you will be able to rank here. So just try to create something similar or better than what MileSpeed has here, and you should have quite good odds of ranking. And with the protein shake recipes blog article, this is obviously a blog article that you should create. It's quite easy for you to say that like also have these protein shake recipes, and you could, from each recipe, you could direct people to buy a specific protein powder that you're selling. Let's say that you're selling like a maple flavored protein powder, that you could have a autumn themed, like a pumpkin spice protein shake recipe. And then you could like have an obvious recommendation that, hey, our brand, our maple protein powder brand goes really well into this recipe. So you could easily direct people to buy that particular product. So that's one idea, but there are many other ideas that you could get from here, like protein oatmeal, for example. Another important tip here is that protein oatmeal, I always recommend opening up the search to see what types of results Google is showing right now. Like with protein oatmeal, like could either be like Google could show category pages, so different brands, different competitors of yours selling protein oatmeal or protein oats, or like different types of products, or it could be like Google could be showing recipes. In either case, you should know, you should see or look at what is Google currently showing, because Google is trying to understand the intent of the searcher, and the results Google is showing, Google thinks that this is the intent of the searcher. So in our case right now, I see that there's a mytxkitchen.com is ranking in the first position with no backlinks, super low DR site, a DR of 9, and getting like almost 7,000 searches. And if I open up the page, I see that it's a blog article about a specific protein oatmeal recipe. Again, you could easily create a protein oatmeal recipe, and you could even have like a list of recipes to have even more strength, because then it would be a longer article, a more valuable article for your readers. And again, you could recommend your products there. So there are many, many different ideas that you could get from here, like protein pudding. This could also be either a pudding, so you could sell protein pudding on your site, or you could, like, if you open up the intent, first find out like what it is that people are actually trying to find there when they're typing this in. 5-minute chocolate pudding. Okay, again, recipes. So here again, you could easily create some recipes, and you see the recurring theme here of these recipes. So you could create your own recipes. You could come up with your own recipes. You can read others' recipes, have your own tweak around them. You could see here there are so many different keywords here. Yes, protein powder is a super high difficult niche to get into, but this is also a benefit, because as it is such a high difficulty niche, there's also so much demand. And because of so much demand, there are so many people looking for different variations of the protein, for protein searches, recipes, product types like protein bars, whatever, that you could easily find like a lot of keywords to target with your blog, or create different products, like small niche products, not just protein powder, but maybe, I don't know, vegan protein powder, although I know this is also quite competitive, but I hope you get the idea. And another thing that you can do here is a small quick tip for you that you have stayed for almost 10 minutes on the video is like, if you come here to the top and you come here and you choose include and choose all words and now type in best, 4 and choose apply and show results. What this is going to show you is all the searches that people have, like best protein powder for pregnancy, for example, or these kinds of searches. And still we have the lowest ER filter here. So it's going to show us a lot of keywords that are really easy to rank for and where people are looking for the best product for a specific reason or for a specific user type. And if you look at these, you could easily and if you see any of those matched products, or you could promote your own products in any of those terms, like let's say best vegetables for protein, and that doesn't make sense. Although you could still, just to have like an additional blog article for your own site to get some visitors, to get to know your brand, you could also create this article as well. Best protein shakes for pregnancy, you could create an article there, recommend your own protein powder, and also talk about some shake recipes. Best protein shake for pregnancy. Maybe you're selling protein shakes, like ready-made shakes, and you could list your own products there. But always try to have integrity. Like if you don't think your own products are that good, you shouldn't recommend your own products. Although this is something you have to think for yourself. But and if you scroll down, best protein shake for intermittent fasting, for example, you could recommend your own products as well if they are actually good and if you think that they are like a good recommendation to give. So just write the blog article. These keywords have a low difficulty to rank, so it's quite high. The odds are quite high that you will be able to rank in the top 5, if not the top 1st position. And from that article, you could easily link to your products or category pages and direct people to buy your products. So that's like a loophole or like a workaround in more difficult niches. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope this was helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.